Chat, we back, peoples. Oh, dang it. You know, I did something stupid. I wanted to name this live, and the name was supposed to be check out let Unc Tell It.com. Sometimes it's hard for me to tell if I left the fresh one loaded up or not. James Connor R7. What's happening, brother? Yo, man, you been riding lately? How's the weather out there, man? Is riding season coming back, sir? JCR7 in the building. But yeah, man, I was supposed to put a title on this live. And that title was going to be check out letunctellit.com. Because letunctellit.com is officially a thing now, sir. Yeah, but riding also. No. Trust me, I know you riding in the winter, but it's uncomfortable. I mean, like, how is it now? Is it good? Is it enjoyable now? Like, do you got to get all bundled up still? Hasn't been that hot over here where I'm at, surprisingly enough. Surprisingly enough. Yeah, but we got a website now, sir. LetUncTellIt.com, and on that website you can listen to the most recent episode of the podcast, no video, but audio alone. You can hear the most recent episode of the podcast, and there's all types of, like there's a suggestions box and all of that. It's pretty cool, man. I gotta build it out. I got on the homepage it says merch coming soon. Because I gotta actually put the merch up. But like for example, this hat, advanced. That is the first official merch from the Unc podcast. This word turned into a big argument on one of these live streams between my co-host and his cousin, who's a regular guest on the show, and it just turned into a thing. That episode was crazy. If you haven't seen it, check it out. So I got these here advanced hats made up. And then they started arguing over the word excursion on a different episode. That was funny as shit. And now I'm gonna get hats made up that say excursion. And then my favorite one, I'm gonna get shirts made up that say trans tobacco is real tobacco. And then on the back of the shirt, it's gonna have a description of what trans tobacco actually is. I like the sound of that Mustang, by the way. So, trans tobacco is tobacco that was not assigned tobacco at harvest, but it identifies as tobacco. Therefore, it is real tobacco. I'm gonna make that a shirt. James Connor R7. I have a broken back right now. Oh, dude, how'd you do that, bro? Was it on? You didn't crash, did you? I mean, realistically, I guess it really doesn't matter at this point because your back is broken. Damn, bro. How long ago? My worst crash, absolute worst crash. Oh, on Saturday, dude. Who? Where'd you break it? I was gonna say my worst crash was in 2017. I broke my back too, but God was with me that day, man. It wasn't the vertebrae itself. It was like on each vertebrae you got those two little pieces of bone that stick up look like little antennas. I broke one of those. Um, so thankfully, you know, by the time I healed up, there was no like permanent damage or nothing. Oh, that's what you broke? Alright, thank God, bro, because that shit, you'll be fine. It hurts like a bitch. But once you heal back up again, like, you're not gonna need any surgeries, probably, I'm assuming, or nothing like that. I think that's only like when you break the vertebrae. So it's just as painful, but you'll be alright. Pond Angler, what's good with you, Pond Angler? Talking about broken backs, pause. James broke his back the same way I did in 2017, but he did it last Saturday. I was just telling him, what to expect. Let me ask you something, James. Is your whole back filled with fluid? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When you break those, I'm assuming that's how it goes. When it happened to me, my whole entire back was like a water blister, dude. Oh, that shit sucked. Like I felt like a turtle, dude. Like I had this big abscess basically on my back, and every time I sat down, like you would feel like swishing back and forth. It was like I was sitting on a waterbed. It didn't hurt, but it was like it just felt weird, bro. Yours too. Oh man, how tall are you, bro? I remember the one thing that really sucked for me, and I don't know how far down. Mine was L2. Oh yeah, dude, this gonna suck, man. Oh, getting up and down out of the fucking toilet. Cause when you sit in the toilet, I'm a little bit. I'm an inch taller than you. That's it. It's not much. So I'm assuming you got the same problem as me. When you're sitting on the toilet, your knees are higher than your fucking waist. So it's like it'd be one thing if you could just like if like your feet didn't touch the ground or something, and then you could just kind of slide yourself off and see, like that'd be fine. But when your knees are higher than your waist, it takes those exact muscles to lift yourself up out of the fucking, oh, it sucks. And it's like anywhere else that you are, if you get in and out of a car or something, like you could ask somebody for help. But who the fuck wants to ask somebody to help you off the toilet after you just got done taking a shit? It's like that shit is uncomfortable, bro. Dominic Vincent, what's good with you, man? Welcome to the chat. Thank you for finding us on the Young Podcast. Um, I really appreciate it when you guys find me on this channel, man. I have another channel. It's a motorcycle channel. I got like 14,000 subs on it, and those lives always do amazing, and I'm thankful for that too. But since this channel is so small and hardly anybody knows about it, like, and I'm sure YouTube isn't exactly like bombarding people's feed with the content of this channel yet. Whenever I see like a random like new person in the chat, yo, it makes me so happy. Thank Pond Angler. Hey, you have a good night. Appreciate you. By the way, we got a website now, Pond Angler. LetUncTellIt.com. James Conner, what do you mean? It was legally your fault and they're holding you responsible for it? Or you're saying that like you see where you went wrong and you learn from it. Yeah, I'm late, but I'm here. Be right back. Gotta go do some driver's application stuff. And then he's gonna come back. Yeah, that's what he missed. Watch. Um, I ran the yellow light, but they ran the red light. So wait, so how the hell did they? How the hell was it your fault that they ran a red light? That doesn't make any sense. Did you get a lawyer? Cause yo, dude, that's fucked up. Like, if they hit you, right, and then ran a red light, hit you, and then they're gonna charge you for that shit. That's crazy. They kept saying their light was yellow, my light was red. Yo, how does that even make any sense? Because if your light was yellow, that means their light was red for a long time. Their light was getting ready to turn green. You didn't have it recorded? Yeah, cause that's crazy, man. I would have to fight that shit. Fight the power. Fight the powers that be. Fight the power. I have my GoPros recording. Oh, so then you're golden then. It shows your light yellow. Then obviously their light can't be yellow. Yeah, I would definitely show that to my lawyer. Yes, absolutely. And only your lawyer, nobody else. Mm-hmm. See, your lawyer, you have confidentiality with your lawyer. If you show your lawyer something that makes you guilty, not only your lawyer doesn't have to throw you under the bus, but your lawyer has an obligation not to throw you under the bus. Your open mind studies. What's good with you, brother man? No, okay. What you doing right now? You working, or you wanna go live? You hear that? Look at this gang shit in the chat. No kings. No gang talk in the chat. Open mind studies. All right, James Conner, bro. Get well soon, man. Pause. James Conner broke his back, so everybody keep him in your prayers. Definitely, bro. Um, Damn it, I don't even have anywhere. Pause. I don't have anywhere to put this shit. Oh shit. Where you at? Open mind studies. My motorcycle is total, so no motorcycle for me. Well, I mean, that's what happened to me, but the other people had to pay for that shit. Look how much money. Oh yeah, the barbershop. All right, so fucking when you get back, I'll restart it. I'll send you the link. You know what's funny? I was like, ain't off Monday. I was trying to think, like, I couldn't remember, and I was about to fucking send you a link just in case, but then I just got lazy. Damn, that's fucked up though. James Conner, man. Shout out to James Conner. Broken back and his motorcycle was totaled. But like I was saying, that's what happened to me in 2017. And they had to pay for my motorcycle and they had to pay me. You know what's crazy though? Thank God I had medical insurance at the time because these people, what's it called? They only had $10,000 worth of insurance, and my lawyer told me basically that's all I could get. I don't know if he was just being lazy or what, but I mean they get 30 something percent of what you win, so I'm sure if there was money that was worth getting, he would have got it. But yeah, so I got 10,000 from this lady, and that would have went to cover my medical bills if I didn't have the insurance at the time. Thank God I had the insurance. What we talking about? We talking about the website. Really, is what I came on here for. I meant to put the title. Check out letunctellit.com was supposed to be the title of this live, but I fucked up and forgot to change the title. But yeah, people, definitely check out the website. We are now on the interwebs. The www.letunctellit.com. www.letunctellit.com. Let Unc tell it. Let Unc tell it. Let Unc tell it.com. www.letunctellit.com. That is the website. Letunctellit.com. That is the website. Yeah, so on there, on letunctellit.com, we have the latest episode, audio version only. We have a comment section where you can go and chirp off as much as you want, talk as much ish as you feel like talking, complain about Unc and them, tell us how we can be doing better, give us ideas for episodes, what it is that you want to hear about. Also, we coming soon have merch. That's what I was just talking about with the merch. We got the advance hat coming soon. Also, we're gonna have a excursion hat coming soon, and then a shirt that says "Trans Tobacco is real tobacco." And then on the back of the shirt, it'll explain the definition of trans tobacco. How it wasn't assigned to a tobacco at harvest, but it identifies as tobacco. That's pretty much what's on the menu. That's what all we talking about. Getting that website kicked off, the letunctellit.com website. And I want that website to be something crazy. Like I want to figure out. I'm not much of a website builder, people. I'm just good on I don't build websites. But stuff like that's becoming easier. Pause. GoDaddy has all these kind of tools to make it easy to do. So I'm figuring it out as I go along. But it's only about a day old. So it's just about fine tuning and tweaking and feedback and just finding out exactly what little changes that I need to make and actually getting the merch on there. Not only the merch that I was just mentioning, the clothes and everything, but I want to get some keychains and shit. We got the Riz card. The Riz card is an NFC card that you can tap somebody's phone with and exchange information with them. Phone number, social media, website, whatever you want. And So that's gonna go up on that unctellit.com. Also, I want to get the wristband, which is a wristband with the same NFC chip in it, same capabilities. Like I said, you tap somebody's phone, brings them to your Instagram or your Facebook or your YouTube or whatever you want. The choice is yours. So how was everybody's weekend, chat? Who all's in there? What all is you up to? Here at the Unc Podcast, the episodes are for your educational purposes. But the lives are just so you can sit here and chop it up with us, man. So get in that chat, peoples. Let me know what's on y'all's mind. What y'all is wondering. Everybody got questions. And I don't got answers. Oh man. I sure am enjoying this vape. And special shout out to Planet of the Vapes for designing this here logo. I still think that I would prefer the pause, the tiny mic too. You can't be Unc and vape. Well, but here's the thing: this ain't normal vaping though. This ain't that e-liquid vape. This is an actual dry herb vape. So you put the trans tobacco in here. I call it trans tobacco because it was not assigned tobacco at harvest, but it identifies as tobacco. You put the tobacco, the trans tobacco in here, and then it heats it up, and you vape that. So this ain't no oil or e-liquid or nothing like that. I'm still keeping it on. But yeah, so I was gonna say shout out to them because the old one I had, the stores in Bickle Mighty, I enjoyed it, but this one is way better. You know, the clouds are way more dense. And there's a more expensive one, the Tiny Mike 2. I already called pause, but just in case you already know. And I think I'd enjoy the Tiny Mike 2 better because that shit got on demand. This, you gotta wait like a minute for it to get the temperature. And it keeps cooking your herb, your chamomile or whatever the hell you put in there after you shut it off. So it's not an on-demand unit. The Tiny Mite is straight on demand. It heats up in 5 seconds. You do what you gotta do and the shit cools down right away. That would be nice to have on the go. But chilling at home sessions, even on the go sessions, like, if I don't have anything pressing to do, like if I'm at the beach chilling or something like that, I think it's great. And it got replaceable batteries. So instead of me having to sit there and charge it, I just swap the battery out. Matter of fact, 2-pack right here. I think I gotta swap out the. Yeah, I still got some more. Man, where the hell is everybody? There's a whole bunch of people all excited to get over here from the other channel. Nobody wants to talk. See, right before the time. See, that's the only qualm that I have about this thing, right, is that there's a timer, which makes sense, but 6 minutes is the longest you can set it for. And it takes more than 6 minutes to fully extract everything out of here. 6 minutes is where it really starts getting good because sometimes it takes a little time to build up and get up the temperature before you can get them dense clouds. At 6 minutes, it's just starting to get good, and then it cuts off. You gotta turn it back on again. I mean, it's not that serious that you gotta turn it back on again. But I wish that I could set it for at least like 10 minutes or something. That would make sense. And that's the other thing that's cool about the Titan bike is that when it's in on demand mode, when it's in on demand mode, it just stays on constantly. And whenever you're ready, you just take a couple of puffs off of that shit, and then that's it. You put it down, it's cool. Like literally cool. Like it's not warm anymore. Um, yeah. So eventually, I probably want to get myself one of those. I got such a vape collection. It's fucking ridiculous, though. I got the PAX 3. I got the Stores and Bickle Mighty. I bought the Stores and Bickle Crafty Plus, but that shit broke. I have a Dynavap. That's a vape that you literally heat with a torch. It's not even an herb. It's not even a battery operated. It's hard to explain, but there's like a stem, and then at the end there's a cap that goes on top of it, and you pack, like a little one hitter in the front. Put the cap on. You heat the cap with the torch, and when it gets to the right temperature, it clicks, and that's how you know to stop. And then you just bake the flour that's in there. That was pretty cool. And I got this, and I had one other one that was really weird. Um, like back in the day, like somebody actually gave it to me. I didn't even know what the fuck it was. Um, but it had a butane heat source. James Conner just got done emailing the video. Yeah, that's really important, man, because now that'll show. It's your word against this guy, but you got a GoPro, so there's no reason he should get away with lying. So anybody that doesn't know, James Conner rides a motorcycle, and somebody blew a red light and hit him. He broke his back, totaled his motorcycle, and they're trying to blame him for it. James, what was he driving? If it was a work truck or something, you might be able to get like stupid paid. So I know this chick, right? We were actually moved down here together. And Paul, she got hit from the back at a red light by a work van. And dude, she got paid. We don't talk anymore, so I really don't know how much, but a substantial amount of money, probably over $1 million. Jimmy Mims, what's up, Jimmy Mims? And are you high? Well, Jimmy, as per YouTube community guidelines, no. This is trans tobacco right here. It was not assigned tobacco at harvest, but it identifies as tobacco. No, I'm absolutely not high, sir. How are you today, though? Welcome to the chat. We most certainly appreciate you. Just talking to James Conner R7. About his unfortunate circumstances. Sadly, Mr. James Conner R7 was hit by a vehicle. Do you have a wife? Legally, yes, but we are separated. I don't think there's any way to reconcile. So, eventually, unfortunately, there will be a divorce. It's already in the works, actually. But at the current moment, legally, yes, I am married. So I'd be a lie if I said I didn't have a wife. But I'm all alone. All alone. Why are you getting divorced? I mean, it's a long story. And I don't want to say anything bad about her. But, you know, things happen. People make mistakes. And some of those things are just a little too much to come back from, you know. I love her very much. I wish her nothing but the best. But it's not gonna work. Not gonna work. And it's sad. And I really wanted it to. I feel like the distance was really the biggest problem that caused the breakdown. You know, she lives in a different country, so um, what's it called? You know, obviously the plan was to be together, like for her to be here, you know, or me go there or something. But obviously, you know, we had to figure something out. So in the meantime, I was only seeing her a couple of days out of the month. Um, so I think that really bothered her, and, you know, and caused a lot of arguments. You know, I'm a 30-year-old man. I mean, I assumed you were a dude. I didn't know how old you were. But you asked a question, so I figured I'd answer it. Uh-oh. There you go. You married? There we go. Go through one more of these. Then we'll call it a day. Jimmy Mims, are you from the other channel? Your name is familiar, but I don't know if it's from here or from over there. Either way, though, both certainly appreciate you in the chat. Hmm. But yeah, James Con, back to James Conner R7. Dude, man, you got a rough 2 months ahead of you, dude. Now, remember, I am not a doctor. This is not medical advice. I'm just telling you the timeline that I experienced when I was in your situation. So, doctor said 8 weeks before my back actually healed. Right? So, 6 weeks later, I'm on a jet ski testing it out. And results came back good. I was chilling. I was jumping, waking, everything. So I'm like, all right, if I wake up tomorrow and it don't hurt, then I know I'm good. And I woke up the next day and it didn't hurt. So I was good. But until then, dude, oh man, it was rough. The one thing I can tell you, when you're getting in and out of a chair, right? Or like a car, for example, because that's the worst. Trying to get into the car with a broken back, you don't realize, just moving your legs, you're using your back to do that. So what I was doing back then, I would pick my leg up with my hands. So I would sit, if I was getting into a car, I would sit down with my back facing the interior of the car, right? And now I would lift, if obviously I'm going into the passenger seat, I would lift my left leg up with my two hands. I would grab under my thigh, pick my leg up, and turn it into the car. And then I would do the same shit with my right leg. So this way, you're not using that part of your back that lifts your legs up. I got two tickets as well, over speed limit. So let me ask you something. Does the video show your speed? What up, Yeet? Yes. All right. And don't say how fast you were going or whatever, but do you think that'll help you or do you think that'll hurt you? Pause. Nah, you good, Yeet. I'm just proud of you for not being like, so what I missed. Oh, it help you? Okay, so I'm not talking about I'm talking about the speed. I'm not talking about the yellow, the red light. Because obviously it's going to show that you didn't run the red light. But I'm wondering if it's going to show you speeding though. Oh, yeah, I'm glad I said something. So you could explain it to me because now I feel like a dumbass. Because I legit thought that's why I kept talking shit that like that you like self-centered or whatever. Like all the shit I used to talk was pretty much based off of that alone. Because I thought you were really coming into the chat talking about what I missed, expecting me to stop and like rewind and go back and tell you everything that we talked about up until that point since you wasn't here. Like I legit thought you were asking me to do that, bro. Oh, you was 5 over the limit? Psh, that ain't shit. And you probably weren't even 5 over the limit. You were probably like 3 over the limit. Because remember, those speedometers on the bikes, they're not accurate. They all read higher than what you really going. But it'll still say 5 in the video. But yeah, oh, you're golden. So yeah, so somebody blew a red light, hit him. They're trying to blame him. He got a ticket for speeding and for blowing a red light, but he has a GoPro video showing that he wasn't doing either one. So James, on the speeding ticket, what speed did they get? What did they ticket you for? El hold the door. Is that 212 like Manhattan, or is that 212 something else? Yo, I don't know if he was in my other stream. Hold the door. Oh shit! Shout out to oh shit! Shout out to 212, man. All right, bro. I ain't got my fucking keychain with me. I used to drive Mr. Softy truck out there, dude. Way back in the day, man. Matter of fact, I got a fucking video. I don't even have no access to this YouTube channel no more. But I posted a video. It's called Comedy That Walks, Volume 1. Volume is abbreviated VOL, period. Right? And it's me when I was working on that damn ice cream truck just fucking with people and recording that shit. This is, bro, this was like right after 9/11. James Conner, 45. When I was going 50, go 58. Speed limit is 45. You were going 50, and they gave you a ticket at 58. I'm the original guy, money making man. Shout outs to you, brother. Yeah, I used to be my spot. I had a couple of different spots that I was parking over the years. I was by my Parsons. I think I don't know when they changed it to New School. On 13th and 5th, and then I was over there on 7th and 5th when it was Old Navy and a fucking Banana Republic and shit. Not Old Navy. I'm sorry, Gavin Banana Republic. Old Navy was over on 18th and 6th. I was over there sometimes on the Saturday. And then I was over at the Virgin Mega Store in Union Square. Oh shit, the Heights. Oh shit, so I used to be up 171st in St. Nick. Oh shit. 145th in Broadway. 123rd in Amsterdam. Yeah, man. The good old days, bruh. The good old days. Oh, fuck yeah. I'm just saying for me, I'm down in Florida now. I know it's still popping. I mean, I'm just old now. I'm sure they got plenty of shit down here in Florida too, bruh. Share some bread. You ain't go to school. You ain't built for that kind of bread. That ain't your kind of bread. Yeah, man. I ain't no lie. Life is good. Yo, some other dude with a funny Screen name that made me laugh. Right? You know I don't speak Spanish, but there's certain shit that I know. So, a buddy reminded me. This is in my other chat, man. I don't know if he was in there for this shit. I was telling him. So my homeboy that I used to work with, he from Colombia, and one day I was like, "Yo, you hungry? What you about to get for lunch?" He's like, "I don't know. What you think I should get?" I was like, "Man, you know what you're gonna get. You're gonna get that fucking fat, juicy burger from Five Guys." He said, "School, the undergrad, 9 to 5." All right. I give you that one. Really like 7 to 3, but I get you. Yeah, but don't go to school for no dumb shit though. Don't take out no student loans to go to college for fucking underwater basket weaving or no kind of shit like that. Make sure you go to school for something that's like in demand and be mindful of AI. Learn how to do something that AI will help you do rather than replace you. That's the thing. AI is here to stay. AI is going to replace a lot of people that don't learn how to use it. People that learn how to use it advantage. People that don't are going to get left in the dust. It's a shame, you know. I'm not that computer savvy like that, but I'm good at the prompts. I'm good at describing like what I want in a way that a fucking computer can. Took a while. Got my BBA in business, market management. You see what I'm saying? Some shit like that. That's what you want to get you. You know, it's like there's too much competition out there right now that a college degree. See, it used to be. There was a time where it really didn't matter what your fucking degree is in. Um, just having one was good enough to get like a decent job. But now degrees are like fucking high school diplomas. Like everybody got that. And but they're all bullshit. They're all like liberal arts bullshit. So it doesn't mean anything. So if you're gonna go the school route, you have to make sure you use that shit to your advantage. And other than that, don't even waste your time with fucking college. Just get a certificate. Get some kind of fucking some 6 month class, get your certificate, and call it a day. Hold the door. My wife's a teacher. That's what's up. That's not easy either because teachers are overworked and underpaid, man. It's like they're the ones that are supposed to be like teaching our youth, and they get taken advantage of. Let's see, we okay? We want more. My wife said 3G wagons. Shit, living up there. When I left, everything was expensive as fuck. So I don't even know if I want 3G wagons up there, man. Shit. God forbid I gotta go to the mechanic. I used to smoke cigarettes, right? When I left New York, pack of cigarettes was like $14, right? Down here, it was 5. That shit was crazy. I was just dumbfounded. I'm like, damn, they hit you like that? Oh shit, I think I got some cold, I got some pizza in the fridge. I eat that shit cold right now. I don't give a fuck. Yo, you know what happened to me this morning? Yo, so this morning on the way to work, right? 15 now. All right, so that's not so bad then because now here they're up to like 10. I just don't smoke anymore. I guess I just had to catch up. But yo, on my way to work this morning, I go to check my blind spot. Mind you, you know the other channel, right? You're from the other channel, I believe. Just in case you're not, my other channel is a motorcycle channel. I ride a R1 every day. And bro, I go check my blind spot. My fucking back locked up on me. I'm like, oh fuck. So that shit's still tight right now. Pause. But like, it was bad when it happened though. Oof. I couldn't believe that shit. I'm sitting there like, what the fuck do I do? Like, I'm on the bike. I guess a normal person probably at least would have pulled over or something. I was like, "Man, I gotta go to work." And with my back locked up, I just figured it out. That shit was crazy, man. We need a louder horn. Yeah. Yeah, that horn ain't shit. On my little Grom, I had a fucking air horn. But, I don't know, it stopped working. Bro, so that 250Z that I had, or Z250, sorry, I got a video, a full video on my other channel in Colombia, in Medellin, riding that shit in the mountains at like fucking 10:30 at night, and my clutch cable snapped, and I had 4 miles to go, and I had to blow through every fucking stop sign, every red light, go around every double park fucking car. Oh, that shit was nuts, dude. I made it 4 miles with no clutch, man. And then this random car pull up, like, we were in his way, go to move the bike. My wife's asking him, wait, is there any way we can get a clutch cable around here? He's like, I might have an extra one. Give me a minute. And this was like, bro, this wasn't in some populated part of the city. This was, bro, this is deep in the mountains. There was not another fucking, it was his driveway, and there wasn't another one probably for like another half a mile. YouTube doesn't let me ask straightforward. What are you talking about, you? Oh, well, he a grown ass man. He probably close to my age. Yesterday, I felt like I robbed Pizza Hut. So they got a deal for $10 or $10.99, but I think it's $10, $9.99. You get a large one topping pizza, right? Yeah, see, he got me by a year. Um, so it's a large one topping pizza for $10, right? And I got some points because I had this deal going for a while, and I got it a few times already. And I always get paused, either the hand toss or the pan. This time I got the pan. But anyway, I had enough points saved up to get me the Cinnabon rolls, which are normally like $9. So for $10, I got a large pie and a whole order of cinnamon bun rolls for $10. Yee, what are you writing, a book? Yo, so I want to start another channel about of bedtime stories for grown-ups. Not no creep shit. That's why I didn't say adult bedtime stories. No, none freak. Just bedtime stories people have trouble sleeping. Not necessarily kids. Um, and Cam's cousin. Oh, he had me dying. When two of them were fucking arguing about dumb shit. And Cam's cousin was, oh, let Cam do that shit. Oh, he'll scare motherfuckers to sleep. Da, 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 right? And then I'm like, well, I say, I'm like, yeah, the story can be about what happened to the last motherfucker that didn't go to sleep before the end of the story. Alyssa Moto Art. I'm gonna start waking up at 4 now. At 4? What in the what will possess you to do that? That just sounds like disturbing. You saying why to me? Because I'm not gonna lie, I forgot what the fuck I was talking about. Light in this piece and grabbing nasty ass strawberry boost. Yo, I drink these boost things. Right? I'm trying to keep. I'm finally, for the first time in my life, over 200 pounds, and I want to stay that way. And so, in addition to my meals, I drink boost drinks. Normally the one with a shit ton more calories in it, but I was just in the mood for these this time. So I thought this was the vanilla one, and what's it called? This shit, it's strawberry. Well, Alyssa, um, um, you live stream at 6 or because Florida's 2 hours ahead of you. Live stream at 6. Who live streams at 6? Yeet? I had a newspaper. Since I had a newspaper route waking up before him. Oh man, I always wanted a newspaper route. I always used to see them shits on TV and everything. And fucking, I just couldn't figure out where the fuck to go apply for that shit. Man. When I was newspaper route age, though, I lived on Long Island, and they had cars doing the fucking newspaper route because I guess like it was too much area to cover. Um, Nah, hell no, I don't live stream in no 6, man. That shit is 7, 7:30. It's about to start being 6 because my hours are gonna change up a little bit starting Wednesday. I gotta be at work by 7 instead of 8. I was at New York Times Depot on 40th Street. Yeah, nah, that makes sense. Like I said, out on Long Island though, I don't know where the fuck to go. It'd been Newsday or some shit, but I had no idea where the headquarters was. And you know, there was no Google, so it was a wrap for me. He said, he's watching 8 Mile right now. Shit. Damn it. Oh, so I got, never mind. I thought I lost 2 of those, yeah, listen, stream's about to switch up. How is Florida 2 hours? I don't know, I'm lost. I thought you were just saying that you're in Cali. Or that Yeet was saying that, unless you made a mistake. I don't know what's the story, but isn't Cali 3 hours? Oh, I think, oh, so wait, that's, alright. Why are you saying 6 o'clock? Because it's 7 o'clock, but we're actually 2 hours. We're 3 hours. That's what it is. You're 3 hours behind us, not 2 hours behind us. So the stream is not at 6, it's at 7. But we're also not 2 hours behind. You're 3. So that's where it all unfolds. But like I was saying, unfortunately, depending on who you talk to, but for you, unfortunately, um, the stream is now going to be about an hour earlier. So now you would have to wake up at 3. That sucks. Yeah. I would not be happy about that. Not one bit. 3 o'clock in the morning is crazy. 3 o'clock in the morning kind of time that if I needed to be awake, I would have to still be up. It wouldn't be no waking up at 3. It would be just staying up until 3. Fuck that. I'm dead. Fucking pause. That's oh man. Oh man. Oh man. What? How? Man, this dude at my job always setting himself up for a pause. I can't. Fuck he said. Hey yo, my son started. I don't think that's a pause unless you know something I don't. Oh man, yeah, I guess she knows a lot you don't. Yeah, that's crazy. Uh, hey yo, my son just started working at the Metro Honda dealer, so we need a new Honda. We deliver. Oh shit, shit. I don't drive, man. I just ride. For some reason, definitely I highlight you. Too far for that. Nah, I deliver wherever. That's normal. They don't sell motorcycles. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Damn, I'm not really a car guy. I mean, I was thinking about buying myself a pickup truck just to have something to transport the bikes when I need to. But I'm talking about like some old used shit for like $1,500. Like, I'm not really looking to get a brand new one. I don't like, I don't like being on four wheels. That shit annoys me. It's like I'm constantly stuck behind some idiot, and I don't have the patience for that. Everybody thinks I'm so patient because I seem somewhat patient when I'm on the stream, but that's because first of all, I'm on live and I'm trying to be on my best behavior. I don't look like some psycho. Second of all, it's like I can go around whoever I want. So, um, what's there for me to stress about? See, but the Civic is the best, cheapest, best you can get in the market. Nah, Civic's always been a good car. I always wanted a Civic hatchback. Guess what, y'all? What, Alyssa? Yeah, chicken butt. I think chicken butt works when somebody throws y'all after guess what? Because it no longer rhymes. So you take back that, oh, James Conner. I'm back. He says, yeah, 100% not my fault. Good man, sir. 1,000 extra for the hatchback. Yeah, no, I'm talking about back in the day. I had a 90 Civic. It was the 4 door, and I wanted the hatchback so bad, man. I had so many of what's funny? I had so many cars, like almost the car that I wanted. I had the 200SX Nissan when I really wanted a 240SX, right? I had a fucking Honda Accord hatchback when I really wanted the Honda Accord 4 door. Right? I had the Acura Integra with the flip up lights when I really wanted the joints. I had the Toyota Supra 86 and a half. Now, I loved my Supra, don't get me wrong, but I really wanted the newer one. I had a 350Z automatic. I got a long list of cars that were almost popping. My Civic sedan was one of those cars, man. I wanted the hatchback. Word, Alyssa got 41 subscribers. That's what's up. Did I say 47 or did I say 41? I feel like I said 41 when I read 47. He said, would you rather have fun performance car with automatic or a daily driver with no automatic? Would you rather have a fun performance car with an automatic, daily boring driver with an automatic? It would have to be daily boring. That if it was gonna be automatic, the boring daily driver. So at least I wouldn't feel like. I mean, I don't know. It depends on how you work, what you mean by it. Because the newer automatic transmissions are actually faster than the manual, and you can paddle shift and all that shit. But if you so in that case, the sports car. But if you're talking about like the old school automatic transmissions, nah, hell no. Oh, the boring daily driver got to be manual. So run it back, eat. Yay and nay on this. You saying that it would either be a sports car that's an automatic or a boring daily driver that's manual? Is what you saying? Those are my choices. In those choices, I'll pick the sports car because I would hate to fucking drive a manual and some clunker. Like when I was working FedEx, when I was driving the FedEx trucks, and they would ask me like, I work for a new contractor or whatever. Because remember, you work for contractors, not for FedEx. So whenever I would go to work for a new contractor, they'd be like, "Do you know how to drive a manual?" And hell no, nope. And if you try to teach me, I'm gonna burn the fuck out of your clutch. Like hell no. I'll make sure you don't never let me near a manual truck. Fuck that. Making all those stops in a truck. That's crazy. And the transmission on them trucks is not smooth, so it's like the shit hardly wants to go into gear. The clutch, you gotta fight with it. Yeah, I can see how that would suck. Melissa paused it. That's borderline. I've been driving manual cars since I was 16. Yeah, man. Manual, manual's the way to go. But like I said, compared to the old school manual transmission, automatic transmissions, the new automatic transmissions, see that's the thing. The reason now manual was fun too. Don't get me wrong, but the manuals used to be faster than the automatics, and that's why they were preferred. Um, and they would give you more control over your vehicle. But new like 10-speed automatics, and you can shift through all the gears. It's like it's just as good as a manual, if not better. And I hate to admit it, but you know, they really did work those out that they're better than shifting by yourself. Stuck shifting between first and second for the next 30 minutes in traffic. In the traffic, yeah. See, that's the one thing that's nice about my bike. It's an annoying part, but in that case, it would be good. There would never be, like, if I was to sit in traffic, there would never be any shifting between first and second. If it's going slow enough to call it traffic, it's first gear all the way. That first gear, comfortably. Put it this way, that first gear doesn't even come alive until 54 miles per hour. That's when you. When the. That's when the gauge turns green. Like, all right, here we go. Now you're finally in the power band. Thanks for joining us at 54 miles an hour in first gear. So if I'm ever sitting in traffic, there's no switching it to second. A little thinking about it. For going live, but I'm not sure yet. I want to be settled on the idea before I had to go live on. Yeah, man. But you remember, you could just draw shit on live. You could have the phone pointed at your paper in your hands, and you just sit there and just draw on live, and you maybe ask people what they want you to draw and shit. That'd be pretty cool. Oh shit. Yeah, I was thinking that. Yeah, man. And then now you get your watch hours up. See, the lives are a good way to get the watch hours that you need. Because once you get enough subscribers to get monetized, like that's not enough too. So it's like that's how I found out about streams. Now I've been monetized for a while now, but the whole point was like the reason that I started doing the live streams to begin with is because I needed the watch hours. And then it's cool, like, this whole community kind of built itself. And now, I fuck with you guys. But um, that's a really good way, to grow your channel, the live streams. And that's the other thing too. It's like on my channel, the main, the motorcycle channel, Douglas Antonio channel. Um, I usually get between like 20 and 40 subs every time I go live. Like every single time I go live. You know, it's somewhere between there. Maybe like once in a blue moon, I might get like 10 or 12 subscribers. But it's usually between like 15 and 40. Or 20 and 40, somewhere around there. And those people, I mean, think about it. You're one of those people. So the live subscribers are the most loyal subscribers you're gonna have. It's like, first of all, they make it worth what it is that you're doing because you know that somebody really enjoys it, somebody really appreciates it. You're part of somebody's like take it easy routine. And yeah, so the lives, man, they just help out. So now those people, they're gonna watch your videos, they're gonna watch your shorts, they're gonna comment, they're gonna, all that shit. Definitely do the right thing with that. By the way, people, I'm a little more tired than I thought, and I was kind of like falling asleep while I was saying all that. So if any part of it was mumbled, or not making any sense. That's why. Because I literally fell asleep while I was talking. Like twice. Can't wait to sit there and listen. See? There we go again. That's the second time. So, guess what? Time to call it a wrap. A second, let me see. Unless someone you could do a live draw stream. No shit, Sherlock. Where'd you get such an idea from? Alright, peoples. I'm over here falling asleep in the chat. It's not a good look. So I am gonna call it a wrap. I will see most of you tomorrow morning on the bike. Everybody else, catch it in the afternoon. Alyssa, appreciate you. Yeet, appreciate you. James Connor R7, get well soon, brother. Appreciate you. And to everybody, Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Buenos dias. Oh, I mean, buenas noches. There we go. That's better. Later, Yeet. Later, Alyssa.